Okay, sorry for that, but apparently YouTube is very busy, so I had to adjust my bitrate to a lower one. I hope we do get a good quality, because I was getting the information that my stream signal was poor. So okay, good afternoon everybody. I hope you can see everything well. I am good. Almost fell asleep. Today is supposedly the last day of a lot of rain and storms and all kinds of stuff. And it's one of those cold autumn days. So, okay, so I want to say, as I said in the video description, I don't know if you read it already or not, but from my first impression on this kit, it is in my Amazon influencer store, just in case you want to try it and test it, but it's like $14 something, and for this you get 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces that look like 2 ounces. I didn't weigh them actually. Let me weigh them because I have a few that aren't opened yet. So let's see and compare it with the Souffle and the Primo kits. So the big packages are 1.8, so they are not full 2 ounces, and 1.23, and then these ones were even smaller. I only got a touch of it, 0.8. So let me start calculating how much clay we get for $14 and some change. So we get 4 times 1.8, 7.2, and then we get 2 1.2 and 2 0.8, so 0.8 times 2 plus 7.2 plus 2.4. So we get 11.2 ounces of clay for $14 something. And the hold on, let me switch to Firefox. I'm just trying to calculate. So the Souffle kit is $13 on Prime, and it's $12 something in Clay Play's website. And with the Souffle you get this, mosquito, 0.9 times 12. So you get like 1 ounce less. It's pretty much the same price per ounce of clay, but for a much better clay. The Primo multi-pack, and you get like twice as many, almost twice as many colors. And the Primo multi-pack is $11.25 on Prime for 12 ounces. So definitely cost-wise it is not worth it. Quality-wise it is not worth it. So this thing, and I'm going to put the link because they have a PDF with instructions with the booklet online. So honestly, I'd rather just get the Souffle or the Primo kits, multi-packs, and use the PDF if you really want to make those little charms. But today we said, and by the way, I found the eye screw pins, thingies. Okay, let me say hello. Hi Cherry, hi Judy, hi Colleen, hi Cecile, hi Angsana Moon, hi Fran, hi Deborah, hi Teresa, hi Tina. Okay, now let's first make some pumpkin earrings. And we have orange here, so I won't have to mess up anymore with it. No, it's not worth it to get this pack. Definitely not. Get a multi-pack of Souffle, or the multi-packs of Souffle come in different colors. I only found one variety on Amazon, but if you go on polyclayplay.com, I put the link underneath. She has like 3 different color combinations, multi-packs. And then the Primo also has a lot of multi-packs, including a bigger one for $20. So no, definitely it's not. Oh, I forgot to bring the baked ones. Just a second. Yeah, and you saw it's very sticky and very hard to smooth and all that. So I'd rather go for the Souffle, especially with kids, because they wouldn't be so. So these are the baked ones. This is the little crab we did last Sunday. And then the spider. It's no Lucas, but still. And then the little bunny. Come on, little bunny, focus. I don't want to have to force the camera. I can force it, but come on. There we go. The little bunny. The pumpkin. Oops. Oh, it just wants to make me force it. No, it doesn't. There you go. The little pumpkin and the mousy. That's what we did last Sunday. But see, the way that it is, it's all sticky. You cannot really smooth nicely anything. So, oh well. Now, I got a piece of orange. And we are going to make a pair of earrings. Because little girls, and not only little girls, but you can make like a pair of earrings for both grandma and granddaughter, for both of them to wear. And I'm going to get it into rounds. Now to make pumpkin earrings and pumpkin beads, generally speaking, it's super easy. Just the plain pumpkins, and we'll make jack-o'-lanterns too. By the way, do you know why we call it jack-o'-lanterns? Do you know the whole legend? You want me to tell it to you? why we call why, first of all, why we put the pumpkins, carved pumpkins, outside of the house around Halloween, and why they are called jack-o'-lantern. Number one, initially and originally, they weren't pumpkins, the ones that were carved, but they were gourds and turnips. And they were supposed to be put around the house, and especially near the entrance, to scare the whatever harmful spirits would want to enter the house in Halloween. Oh yes, you don't have to put false backs. There's and I have them in my Amazon influencer store. Let me show you. Let me just find them. Yeah, you can get these. You can get clip-ons. You don't have to get the... No, not these ones. These ones are leather backs. Hold on. I know that I have clip-ons too. There you go. You can get clip-ons and use clip-ons instead of the ones for pierced earrings. And all you do, I'll show you, all you do is to put a wire here to connect. I'll show you how. Actually, why don't we make a pair for clip-ons too? Okay, so that is why we put carved pumpkins around the house, and especially at the entrance, to scare whatever harmful spirits might want to enter the house. Now, why we call it jack-o'-lantern is because the legend says that hundreds and hundreds of years ago, there was this guy named Jack who was able to trick the devil. And there are actually two versions of the story in which he promised the devil to bring in the... See, just go around with the dull part. To bring in the forest some innocent people so the devil can corrupt them. So Satan believed him and climbed in a tree, and Jack had already ready in his pockets a lot of little crucifixes, and he threw them on the ground around the tree and then carved real quick a cross on the trunk of the tree as well, so Satan couldn't get down. The other version of the story was that Jack was this really nasty person who was a thief, and one time he stole stuff from the people in the village, and they were after him. So he met Satan as he was running, and Satan said that if he accepts to sell his soul, he will get him ready of the villagers. And Jack accepted and told him, you know what, why don't you change yourself into a coin, into a silver coin, and I will give you to the villagers as payment for what I stole, and then once you get in the village, you disappear, and they'll start blaming each other and committing a lot of sins, so you'll be able to get yourself a good harvest of souls. And the devil accepted, changed into a coin, and Jack put him in his purse, where he also had a crucifix. Anyway, in both stories, now see how sticky it is, it's very hard to practically carve it properly, texture it properly, sculpt it. Anyway, in both stories, Jack didn't release the devil until the devil promised to never take his soul. Now, because Jack was not really the best of men, when he died, he hadn't done enough good deeds to qualify for heaven. But Satan couldn't get his soul into hell either because he had promised. So he was doomed to roam the earth unseen for eternity. And as he was crying, Satan came to make fun of him, and he was like, oh yeah, there you go, so you can see where you're going. And threw him a tiny tallow candle. And Jack just hollowed the gourd and made some holes in it and put the tallow candle, and that's what he used as a lantern. And from then he was always, because jack-o'-lantern also is similar, is synonymous with will-o'-wisps. So any ghost fire that travels above the earth, so that's why he's known to travel the earth with his lantern. So he was known as Jack of the Lantern, and nowadays we just shortened it to jack-o'-lantern. So that's why we call them jack-o'-lanterns. If you didn't know the story. And this is one way of making these. If you have issues going from one end to the other, like I have with this because it's so darn sticky, there's another way of making them, and I'll show you here in a minute. So you can make them like this, just simply pressing. But as I said, this clay doesn't seem to be the best thing for doing something like that. Let me try and focus the camera better, because it's not really the best of focusings. There we go. Whenever I let it to do stuff by itself, it doesn't want to. Okay. So another way of making these is to, I'm going to change this into a little snaky, and we'll need to get it so we can cut it in 7.5 inches. So we'll need 3.5 inches long, pretty much equal. And it helps when you cut with the sharp edge. And you're wondering now why 7? Because we are going to use 6 to do the pumpkin itself, and the 7 we are going to make a little base. So what we are doing is we are tapering the ends, and as I said, this is so sticky. I hope I'll be able to do it like this. For me, this variant is easier than the other one, but the other one is also easy if you would work with souffle, not with the, so it wouldn't, with primo it would still work, not so good with fimo, but with souffle it would work. And souffle actually has the color pumpkin. Okay, and now we simply get these little slugs. And there we go. Oh, you didn't even see what I did. Oh God, I'm so bad. I'll make sure to get it close. Okay, so this is one of them, and I'll make sure to get the other one close. Yeah, I noticed. Too late. But I'll make sure to show the second one properly. Okay, so again, 3.5 inches. It's very difficult because there's a delay. I've set a delay so the image quality would be better. So if I want to see the real time, I have to go to switch tabs and go into my camera window. But then I lose the chat. Okay, so again, I'm going to cut it in 7.5 inch. And then one of the things I'm making it into a ball, and the other ones I'm simply tapering the ends. It's enough to just press it against the table on the ends to taper both ends at once. And as I said, for me, for example, it's much easier to make the itty bitty pumpkins this way. And then we grab Can you see now what I'm doing? Let me check. Okay, there we go. Now it should be just fine. So I have the little circle, and as I said, I cut the snake into, I brought it to 3.5 inches and cut it in 7.5 inch, and then to taper the ends you simply press on the ends and roll back and forth, and you'll get these little slugs. Hi Chris. And then you simply start placing the slugs on the round bead you just made. And you can make a ton of pumpkins like this. You can make for all your granddaughter's friends. Now let's make a little leaf. Hi Zenta. Did I say hi before? I'm not sure. So But you know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that this is too greenish green. I'm going to get a little bit of orange in it. Too much orange. Okay, I'm sorry, but as I said, I keep moving between windows and I lose the chat. And let's give it just one drop of black, this much. To make it a proper pumpkin stem. There we go. Maybe a little darker. There. No. Find my needle. My needle tool. There. No, no, this one. Just a second, I'm trying to grab my needle tool. And there we go, I grabbed one. Okay, so I'm going to get two tinies and flatten them. And then I'm going to get to like this. And then I'm going to get this much and make it really, really, really thin. See how thin it wants to go. Okay. Going to put the round on the tiny, and then I will make a few if it allows me to. And going to give it a little swirl here. It's so sticky. And I suggest you don't try to put the screws when it's unbaked. Better put a whatchamacallit, drill a hole in it and then glue the screw in, because no matter what it will still come off if it's not glued in. Even when you put it when the clay is not baked, it will still come off. And let's make a few lines in the stem on this one too, and then place a swirly. So let me see if I can get this closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing and catch up on the. You can, do you have any true clay? Yes, Souffle has pumpkin. I'm not sure if I still have any. Let me try and get this. In just a second. There we go. And so I can show you exactly what I'm doing here with this swirly, because I'm sure you weren't able to see. So I flattened this against it, and then I went with the needle and I made a few lines here, and then I'm looking for wherever the stem is going away. Then I take the string and attach it here. And there we go. We got both pumpkins. Now let's make a pair of these ones. Because we can make them directly attached on this, but you'll have to still glue them on this. All we need is the dimensions practically. And I'm going to do again the same. And this time I'm probably going to cut 4. And they'll have to be a little bit shorter. So I'm going to go by this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I'm trying to grab my hand under the camera without moving it. It's a little difficult. Okay, and then the same as before, just press on the ends to taper. I could probably make it face from the other direction easier. Hold on a second. Let me check. There we go. This should be good. Okay, so as I said, I'm pressing on the ends to make it taper. Sticky, sticky. So I'm going to build them on the earring, but obviously you'll have to, as I said, remove it from the earring and then once it's baked and then glue it back. So first I'm placing, have it open like this. First I'm placing my little blob, and always first place the side ones because they will create a volume to lean on for the middle ones. As I said, for these ones you go for 4 slugs, not just 3 per half. So you will need 8 slugs total. Trying to get them there without my fingers being between the thing and the... No, I cannot see the chat right now. I'm on the camera view, so I can make sure that I'm not off camera. Okay, so pretty much this will be it. Let's do the other one. So first let me open this. It's better to work with it opened. And then I have a little blob of orange. And as I said, don't forget to take it off the earring and then glue it back in place, because otherwise it will come off. Don't rely on just the clay adhering to the metal. Even with Bacon Bond it will not. Probably Polybond might make it, but I wouldn't use expensive Polybond for this. Okay, so I'm going to do the side ones first to create a base for the middle ones to be more arched. And I told you I do have issues because the clay is very, 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 very sticky. I don't know how many varies I would like to say here. Okay, so we have 2 now. Now that's why I made a little bit extra of this. Let's get a little itty bitty see how it clings like crazy. So this will be the top, but I don't want to place it yet. Gently taper, cut it away, and now let's grab one of these, round it up. I'll check the chat as soon as I'm done with these. Not being stuff that's so tiny. I'm trying to grab it without dropping it. Same for this one. So the top is here. Okay. Super irritating. When it's supposed to stick, it doesn't. When it's not supposed to stick, it does. Changing the angle. And we can put a little string here too. Let me see if I can do it backwards so you can see what I'm doing. And stay there. God, this is horrible. It sticks to my fingers and I cannot let it go when I need to let it go. That's why I said it's not worth it. The quality is so not worth it. Come on. There we go, finally. And you bake it like this as well. So let's do the second one. And again. Hey, I tell you, when it's supposed to stick, it doesn't. When it's not, it does. There we go. I did this one too. Okay. So we have two little pairs of pumpkin earrings that we can put aside for baking. Now let me get back in the chat and see what are we going to do next. Okay, let me see what I missed. Hi Donna. Hi Darlene. No, thank you. Yeah, the clay is very soft and it's very sticky too. That's the thing. The stickiness is horrible. It's the Mato Clay, the one that I started the last okay, what happened? What happened with Carla? With Carol? Donna. Are you sure you did click the little bell? Bonsoir, Dominique. Okay, now what else should we make? I really would like to make a jack-o'-lantern, but for that I'm going to leave it for the next live, because the next live will make stuff with regular clay, and we'll make some jack-o'-lantern also with the glow-in-the-dark clay. So what else can we do in terms of, I said we're gonna make some flowers. So let's see how does it work for a, you guessed it, Skinner blend. Don't want too much. Let me check that. Okay. And I said we are going to try and see if it's good for caning. Okay, and remember yes, I decided I will redo the Skinner blend tutorial to include not just the Skinner blend, but the teardrop of Cindy Leeds and the oblong of Meg Newman, and also my V folding. Also because I have much better equipment now, so it would be much easier to follow. Hi Joaquin, how you doing? Now with Joaquin, it's the farthest that my latest Peter site has reached from the US, because Joaquin got some of my cabochons from the store, and that we were both anxious to see. And that is really, and it's YouTube's thing. Don't you follow my Facebook page? Make sure if you liked my Facebook page, because if you like my Facebook page and if you keep interacting with the page, like at least do a like or a comment or something, so that you'd get notifications when I post stuff. I always post a link on the Facebook page sometime within the half an hour preceding the live. Even if I posted it before, I would still post the link just to remind people that it's coming. So awesome. You need to send me some photos. I'm very curious how they will come out. almost done with this. Just because, as I said, I don't want to taint my pasta machine with it. Actually, with this stickiness, I have no idea what it's got in it. Actually, I'm sure that I'm going to want to go on their website and see if they have the, how is that called, Teresa? I forgot the acronym. Or it presents all the ingredients and specifications and all that, because I'm very curious what it's got in it that it's so sticky. One thing though, the only thing that it has good is that once it gets in touch with the straight surface, it becomes super shiny. Okay, so you see what I did. I did the Skinner blend, and then I'm going to make one of these ends a little bit smaller still. And then grab my tiny blade. You don't really need with this clay to focus on cutting pretty slices, just a good number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 14, 16. Let's see how we do with these. It's almost like I didn't cut it. It sticks back right away. Oh God. Look at all this time lost because the slices are so sticky. I hate it when I have to waste time for crap like this. I'm sorry, pardon my French. But this is really a really bad clay. Okay. Now, let's see if the regular method works. As I said, when it's supposed to stick, it doesn't. When it's not, it will. Because I'm sure that a little girl would love to do something like this. Oh yes, and I got the chair in the mail. Oh joy. Only I didn't put it together yet. I'm waiting for this bad weather to go because I don't want to start hurting from that too. But this afternoon it should be over. And this time it's not even warm in the house. It's like 68 degrees outside or something. Yeah, so talking about, I forgot. I got working and I forgot to talk. So for the very next ones, tutorials, I mean, now I'm not talking about lives. What we are looking forward is continuing that sugar skull cane, and not sure if I'll be able to post it tomorrow, but by Tuesday you should have the nose, teeth, and I'll probably have to make a secondary flower cane for the middle of the head. And then in the third day we'll make all kinds of other embellishments, and in the fourth tutorial we'll just put the whole thing together, and I hope you will like it. Okay, so theoretically, if we try to work it like any regular clay, so I have to okay, so I have 4 small and 4 large for each of the flowers. His Majesty the stickiness, not sure how well these will hold. Am I out of the camera again? And then we get the wider ones, the larger ones, that is. Get off my finger. It's super hard to work with it. It's pretty much a challenge. Well, it does resemble a flower, doesn't it? And I'm off camera again. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Did I miss anything? Not sugar canes, it's sugar skull, Judy. Not sugar canes. The sugar skull cane. Okay, let's do the second one. And this will have to be baked like this. Let me make sure I'm in the... What's going on? No, you'll get used to make. After you make a few, you'll get so used to making them that you won't have any issues making them. Okay, so once again I get a middle here, and then we start arranging the petals around it. The smaller ones first, and make sure that the tip is a little bit turned inside. Now don't ask me what flowers these are. They are just flowers. Period. But yeah, if you think that souffle is soft, you have no idea how this is. It's absolutely horrible. There we go. And it's very stressful because I'm trying to keep in camera while desperately trying to get the clay not to stick on my fingers. And now I'm going to get again some of this. And this time I'm going to simply flatten it. I'm not going to try to do anything else because it's so hard to work with this thing. So yeah, Mato Clay. Gotta be crazy to buy it. Can you imagine how frustrated the kid would be with this? They'll try to do something and it just keep sticking to their fingers. And once they do something, the moment they move it, it comes after their fingers and falls apart. Yeah, definitely not for kids. Good. It was sticking to my fingers, but it gets unstuck from the toothpick. Good job. Stupid clay. That's the best I can do on this. I am so sorry. But it's absolutely horrible. So yeah, these can be earrings. Hanging down earrings. Okay, what else to make? Because I'm starting to get super frustrated. Definitely canes would not work. I don't think that canes would work. Okay. And with a lot of sugar decorations. But yeah, if you go, if you search on Google Calavera and sugar skull, I don't know. Apparently Monica Mato Clay, she did the tutorials on this. I have no idea how she's able to work with this. Okay. Well, okay, so I guess that would be it. I'm sorry, but I just don't have the patience anymore to work with it. It's very frustrating. I cannot work properly, so we have two regular pumpkins that I'm going to make into little earrings. Once they are baked, I'm gonna drill holes. Then we have two clip-ons and two flowers. I'm not going to even move them, but I'm going to bake these and then I'm going to make a very short video. Yeah, I'm going to make the bezels. I made, if you go look in the videos I made last year, I made the live with kawaii ghosts earrings, and they are made, I think I made them with Souffle. I don't remember if I made them with Souffle or with Primo. Let me look for them for you. Give me just a second. I'll get you the link directly. There you go. Yes. Okay, here's the link. There's the link for the little ghost earrings that were quite cute. And I think that this will be it. Next Sunday we will make some glow-in-the-dark pumpkin earrings and maybe even ghost earrings, but with regular clay. We'll use Souffle actually for the pumpkin because we have the pumpkin color, and we'll use some Fimo glow-in-the-dark. I don't want to use the Sculpey glow-in-the-dark because I don't trust Sculpey. And then we'll see if we can, if we have enough time. It should go much faster than this, because with this it was like half the time I spent it trying to unstick it from my fingers. But yeah, oh, that's cool, Zenta. So in essence, the conclusion is, don't waste your money on this crap. Because yeah, you can make some stuff with it, but it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. The cost of the clay is higher than if you get the multi-packs of Souffle. And generally speaking, I don't know, I didn't even test these. Yeah, see, I barely tried to bend it. That's the little bunny. I barely tried to bend it and it broke like it was, I don't even know how to describe it. So yeah, it's not even worth it to put so much work and to be so, yeah, don't waste your money on it. Okay, see you. Yeah, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and put some comments. So see you next Sunday and we'll make some real stuff. Okay? Have a wonderful what's left of the Sunday.